1.1 notes on the piecewise functions. We're going to go ahead and evaluate some piecewise functions very, very similar to what we've done in the past in terms of just looking at a graph, trying to pick out, hey, it gives me an x value, let me go find a y, or the vice versa of that, I'm given a y value. What is that x? So our first set of problems here, we are going to be given the x value. We know that because we see the 5 in the parentheses for the function notation, or the negative 3 in the parentheses. So we understand that that is the case with that. Let's go ahead and find those locations. So my x value of 5 would be right here. Looks like, let me make that a black dot. So right there, I have an x value of 5. What is the y value for that? The y value for that looks like it's at negative 1. Then we would go ahead and we would call that point 5 comma negative 1. Fantastic. Where's the x value at negative 3? It looks like it is right there. Oh, there we go, a little bit better. And that y value at that location would be at 5. So I just highlighted the point value negative 3 comma 5. Let's go ahead and flip that around and figure out. Now we know that the number in function notation is on the other side of the equal sign. We can see the x visually in the parentheses still. So we don't know what x is. We know that the y value for the first one here is 3 and the y value for the second one is 1. I'm going to do something a little bit different here in terms of highlighting, just so that I'm careful, and I'll show you here, and it's going to play out in the second problem, I believe. So let me go ahead and figure out, I'm just going to draw a highlighted line where all the y values are 3. There it is right there, and the location that has a y value of 3 is right there. Well, that y value is 3. What is that x value? The x value there is negative 2. Fantastic. So we know that we just highlighted the point negative 2 comma 3. I did the highlighting of that line for a very specific reason, and let me go ahead and show you. And actually, let me get rid of this one real quick just so we can see it a little bit better. Here is a y value of 1. And as I draw from left to right, bang, I hit the graph once, I hit the graph a second time. So understanding that it is possible, we had something right there and something right there. Again, it's giving me a y value of 1. It is possible to have more than one answer in these scenarios. So it looks like I had an x value at negative 1 and at 3. Those are my two stars, negative 1 and 3. So again, I actually have on this piecewise function, which by the way has 2 pieces, it looks like I have 2 y values of 1, negative 1 comma 1 is definitely a point, and I also have the point 3 comma 1.